Alright guys, welcome to the PressStart podcast. It is week 5, I believe, right? Today is the 30th, the 30th of August. I believe today is the last day. Let's see. Tomorrow, first. No, I think there's one more day. Yeah, so yeah, the 30th of August, 2013. So this week was a interesting week. Not really too much going on as far as PlayStation 4 and Xbox One news goes. But Nintendo decided to show up this week, so I guess that's good. I mean, they've been kind of quiet for a while. But yeah, so they had some big news. I'll get to that later. But not really too much this week. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a quick podcast this week. But yeah, let's get to it. To start off, I'm gonna go with this was earlier in the week. 2 Game of the Year editions were announced. Halo 4. Got a Game of the Year edition, and Borderlands 2. Halo 4, you get all the DLC and all that, pretty much what a Game of the Year edition is, so $100 worth of content for $60, and Borderlands 2, all the content for $60. Let's see, I'm gonna look up. I don't believe they gave the release dates on those. And for Halo 4, I don't believe it's coming out on Xbox One, which I think would be a good idea. Just because you would get a Halo game on Xbox One, because I think people would buy that. Alright. Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't much this week, so I kind of scratched the surface on some stuff. Where is it? Okay, there it is. This October. Okay, so we're coming out in October. I mean, Game of the Year editions are what a lot of people go after. I mean, they wait like a year and then they get the Game of the Year edition. I do own Halo 4, but I don't have it with me. I bought it for my brother. And he played it for a little bit. And then he moved up to, or he lives up north at a college. So I don't have access to it. But that's right. I mean, I thought Halo 4 was a pretty good game, but nothing amazing. I do want to get my game back though, because he doesn't play his Xbox 360 at all. So I'd rather, have the game with me. But yeah, so I won't be getting that. But, it's a Game of the Year edition. People will get it. And then Borderlands 2. I own Borderlands 2. I won't be getting the Game of the Year edition. I think people who know me know that I have a very mixed relationship with that game. I either hate it or I really like it. It's either one of those two. I think it's a good game, but like it just irritates me sometimes with some of its just some stuff with it that just really bothers me. But yeah, I mean, 2 really good games, Game of the Year editions. Those should sell well. Yes, there's just some little news there. But next up, one of the few next gen kind of stuff is Microsoft is giving away bonus material on day one. Alright, I screwed up. Microsoft giving day one bonuses for 3 exclusive Xbox One games: Rise, Son of Rome, Forza Motorsports 5, and Dead Rising 3. So with Forza, it's getting a day one car pack, which includes a 2010 Audi TT RS Coupe, and a 2013 Ford Focus ST, and a 2011 Lamborghini Gallardo LP 570 for Superleggera. Is that the name of that car? Just, oh my god. Like, that's a long freaking name. Just call it a Lamborghini or something. Jeez. Each comes with an Xbox One Day 1 themed livery. Okay. Dead Rising 3 comes with throwback costumes, Frank West outfit, zombie slugger, and custom skills. It also boosts melee damage and survivor health. The Chuck Green outfit, which comes with a paddle saw and perk boost for vehicle weapon durability. And then Rise Rome gets the Legionnaire's Trust Sword and the Ruins co-op map. The Ruins map can be played by those that don't have it if invited by a day one user. Yeah, pretty cool stuff, I guess. Free kind of stuff. I mean, some games, if you pre-order it, you get that stuff. So pretty much, it's like pre-ordering a game, but if you get an Xbox One and you get one of those games, you get some extra stuff. I don't know if the consoles, if you get anything extra for getting a day one. Actually, the Xbox One, you get a special day one console if you get on day one. But I don't know how different that is. I don't even think the PS4 has a day one edition. So yeah, interesting. Nothing really great that you get, but I guess it's more stuff. If you're a big Dead Rising fan, you get some costumes and that. And you get some extra cars for Forza. And Rise, Son of Rome, I don't really... That one seems the worst out of all of them. That game, like, just... It kind of bothers me. Because it seems like it would be a pretty cool game. But... just, it hasn't shown anything that really sets it apart from any of the games. It looks really good, but it just doesn't have the gameplay. So yeah, I mean, what can you do? So after that, Grand Theft Auto 5 had another trailer. I think that was yesterday. Yeah, Thursday. From what I saw, it wasn't really that big of a trailer. It was only like a minute long. I think this is the last one they're gonna have before the game launches in 18 days. Yeah, 17 or 18 days. So a little more than 2 weeks. I think by now most people just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. It showed off some kind of what looks to be early mission kind of heist. It didn't really show anything new, other than, you know, some heist and the main characters talking. So just thought I'd mention that, and that game I just want to play really badly right now. But that's fine. I'm just gonna have to wait a few more weeks. Yeah, but I mean, people just want to play the game. Like, we're just sick of trailers. Just give us the game. Same with Watch Dogs and a few other games. Probably Titanfall. And at least for me, Infamous Second Son. Like, just those games, just give it to me already. I've seen enough. I guess I could say that for GTA 5, I'm kind of interested to see how good the story is going to be. because it's going to be all about heist. But it's going to be interesting to see how these three characters work together and how the stories of these three make one really great story. Or maybe it's just going to be not so great. I mean, they haven't mentioned much about the story. So it's going to be interesting. I'm almost 100% sure that the gameplay is going to be fun, but I'm really interested to see if the story makes that game reach its potential. Because I know the gameplay is going to be great, but the story can make that game go from great to probably one of the greatest of all time. But we'll have to see in the next few weeks. So PS4 and Xbox One will allow you to access, I don't know, like the mobile stores. I haven't accessed these before on my phone, but there must be some kind of app that you can use to access, the Xbox store and a PlayStation store. But with the next gen, you can buy a game on your phone, and you can start downloading it on your phone, or you can buy a game on your phone. You could say download, and it will turn on your PS4 or Xbox One when you're away and start downloading the game, which is pretty cool. I mean, I've seen many times where I have to get some DLC or something like that, and I just want to play it, but I have to wait like hours just for it to download. This way I can just wake up, go to school, just say, yep, okay, bye, download, and by the time I get back from classes and all that, I already have it ready to go. It's fun. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Especially since next gen's really going to focus on having downloadable kind of... I'll probably do more games as far as getting it as a download rather than going to GameStop and all that. So that would be cool. That's kind of the main reason I don't like the download, is it just takes forever since I have just crappy connection. And it takes forever. So just being able to just do other stuff while it downloads before I even come here is it's cool. I like it a lot. And plus, yeah, I mean, you could just play another game while something in the background downloads too. So it's really cool. Okay, so I forgot to go to the story, but Nintendo this week had quite a bit of news. It kind of came out of nowhere, but it was cool nonetheless. Okay, so where is it? Alright, so Nintendo gave away a lot of release dates for its first-party lineups. On October 4th, Wind Waker HD comes out on retail for $50. But you can download it 2 weeks earlier on September 20th for the exact same price. Which is, I haven't seen that happen for like a lot of games. That doesn't happen much. I already pre-ordered that game at my GameStop, but if I want to do a Let's Play of a game, so I want to do it as soon as possible. But so that means I wouldn't get the retail game, but I would get the game early. Like, it's kind of hard to pick. Like, you get the game 2 weeks early, or you can get the retail hard copy version later on. I'm trying to just decide, honestly. I think I'm going to get the downloadable version. But I personally, I'm always a guy who likes to get retail stuff. Because it just adds. It's cool to have like a collection of games that you have as physical copies, and you own. And you don't have to worry about some random stupid thing happening, like your Wii U crashes and you lose all your memory, and you lose all your games. I don't know if that ever happens, but it could. You never know. You would still have the hard copy game and all that. But I do want to play the game as soon as possible. So, yeah, it's a tough choice, but I'll probably get the downloadable version. And maybe like a year later, I'll get the retail version just as a backup. But then after that, Wii Party U, October 25th at $50. Super Mario 3D World, November 22nd for $60. That seems a little bit too much, in my opinion. I know Mario's a huge, kind of figure, but I don't think that game has enough content worth that much. Maybe if it was a full 3D Mario game, I would say, yeah, that makes total sense. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, December 6th for $50. Wii Fit U Holiday Season, and Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic Winter Games this holiday season. Who would buy that game? Who buys those games? I don't know. It's ridiculous. And they also have some third-party games coming out. You guys probably know them. Nintendo 3DS. They only have really 2 first-party games, really? I swear, the 3DS had more than that, but I guess not. The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, November 22nd at $40. And Mario Party Island Tour on November 22nd also for $40. So yeah, that's a pretty decent lineup, I guess. If you like platformers, you should be happy. If you got a 3DS, you're getting a new Zelda game, so that's always great. Is it? I think that's the first Zelda 3DS game. Yeah, I think if I'm wrong, let me know. But I think it is the first Zelda 3DS game. And 2DS. But yeah, that's the launch lineups they gave. But that's not the only thing they did. No, they did one other thing too. Alright, they actually did 2 other things. They did a Wii U price drop for the deluxe version of $50. So now it is $300 for the deluxe version, and the basic version, I did not see any information on that. So I think we're done selling it. Which is funny, because that's what I have. I have the basic version, which I kind of do regret buying since it has no memory, but it was the cheaper one. So that's kind of like a rare, Wii U now. So maybe I can get more for it in a year than I would get a deluxe version. You never know. But yeah, it's interesting. They only have one version now. But you get it for $300, which is exact same amount as you would get the basic version, like right now. Which I think it's not what it needs to be at, but it's better. I mean, any price drop's better. I think if the Wii U sells at about $249, something like that, that's like the perfect price point, I believe. It's not too low, but it's not. It's still really far away from PS4 and Xbox One as far as price goes. But it should help out the Wii U sales at least a little bit. But you can also get a Wii U bundle with the Wind Waker HD, which is $299, which if it comes out the exact same day as the price drop happens, So if you're gonna get a Wii U, get that. Trust me, you're gonna love Wind Waker, and you pretty much get it for free. And you get a Wii U for $50 less, and you get like a book, Hyrule Hysteria. That's a great deal. Great deal. Even though the game's a downloadable version, still a great deal. You should definitely pick that up if you're gonna Wii U that day. Get the Wind Waker HD bundle. You won't regret it. So yeah, the Wii U got a price drop, which I think it definitely needed. I've been thinking about trading in my Wii U, but now that they've kind of lowered the price, I'll lose probably a whole bunch of money on it. So I'll just probably keep my Wii U. I mean, I'm getting Wind Waker HD, but that's the only game I have planned for the rest of the year. I am getting Rayman Legends, but I think I'm going to go with 360 just because that's what I'm more comfortable with. But I do need games on my Wii U, so it's kind of tough. Yeah, it's kind of tough. So yeah, I mean, Wii U still, as far as it goes for me, does not have a great lineup of games. Like, more people say, oh, it has a pretty good lineup. I don't really get it. Like, Super Mario 3D World does not get me excited. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze does not get me excited. Wii Fit U, yeah, Wii Party U, and Mario Sonic Sochi 2014 Olympic Winter Games. Now that game I'm gonna get, you know, with its amazing title and all. Yeah, I don't know. I guess next year that's what I'm waiting for. Just a new Zelda. You got Super Smash Brothers. You got Bayonetta 2. You got some decent games. So maybe I'll expand my library next year. Well, whatever. I'll have the PS4. That'll help me a lot. Alright, and then last bit of Nintendo news, as I kind of hinted before. Now, this has brought a lot of controversy, which I kind of find funny. In that it made a lot of people angry, and it was bigger. It was a bigger story than I really anticipated. Now, I'll start with this. I would have thought this was a joke if I had not already seen all the release dates been announced in an earlier article. So I kind of thought there was a Nintendo Direct earlier that day. So I thought the next thing was actually real because I thought a Nintendo Direct happened. If I had seen this story before I saw all the release dates, I would have thought it was fake. But Nintendo is releasing a new handheld called the 2DS. Yes, not the 3DS, not the DS, the 2DS, which is the 3DS without the 3D and no hinge. A lot of people thought it was a joke. It's not. It's a real thing. Yeah. People really, like, as last few days, people have been really kind of talking about, like, I did not, like, it just, I don't know, I'll get back to what people are saying, but I guess the facts are that it's pretty much an entry-level handheld for a younger audience under 7. It costs, like, it only costs $129, which is very much more cheaper than the 3DS and 3DS XL. Like I said, it does not have a hinge. It's just one straight kind of wedge of a handheld. It looks weird, but I don't think it looks that ridiculous. It just, I don't know, people, I think the biggest reason people are upset is just, it just looks weird. Like, if they added a hinge and then fold it up, this thing would be like, man, this is so awesome. I got rid of the 3D. Now I just can get a cheaper 3DS without this stupid 3D, and I can play all the cool 3DS games, and DS games. But no, there's none. It looks like a 3DS without the ability to fold up. Like I said, lower price points. It's yeah, it was a very kind of unique story. A lot of people are angry, like I said. I don't really get it. Like, I didn't think it was that. I don't think it looks that bad. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look that bad. I know people have concerns that it's going to get all scratched up because you can't fold it, but it is cheaper, and I'm guessing we're going to have a more durable kind of construction built where it's not that kind of like precious, I guess you could say. Yeah, but people were really upset and were just hating on Nintendo, saying they gave up on 3D and all that. I don't think that's what we're doing, but yeah. To be completely honest, when they announced this, I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then they said it's only $129. I'm like, okay. I might get one. Like, it's much cheaper than a 3DS. I'm gonna look it up. How much a 3DS is right now. Let's see. 3DS game systems. A 3DS, just a regular one, is $160. So $30 cheaper than a regular 3DS. And a 3DS XL is $200. So about $70 difference. Wow, I really thought 3DS was cost more than that, actually. Huh. Whatever. I mean, so yeah, it's cheaper, and you don't have to deal with the weird 3D. And it is meant for children, so I don't really see why people are getting so upset. I mean, you don't have to buy it. It's not like Nintendo's taking away your 3DS XL and you have to have this 2DS. You can just get whatever you want. Just shut up, okay? And now that I think about it, with I didn't even notice that the 3DS was this cheap, like $200. Did this just happen recently? I swear it was like $240. Like, because they're exact same price as the Vita now. Huh. I didn't know that, so now I'm not even interested in the 2DS. It is $70 cheaper. But the 3DS XL does have a bigger screen and all that, so yeah, I'm in a market for a handheld. I'm looking at either the Vita or 3DS. That's pretty much all there is. I don't know when I'll get one, but I'm looking for a handheld, and you know, I'm gonna choose between one of those. But the 2DS, I don't think is that big of a deal. It's just another kind of option. It's probably gonna sell well on Christmas, just because people are like, Mom, I want a 3DS. And we're like, well, I got you this 2DS. It still plays your 3DS games. We're like, but Mom, I wanted a 3DS XL. But you can still play your games with this. And the kid will be stuck with that. All his friends are going to make fun of him. But he's still going to play that Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. And he's going to like it. I thought it was, you know, kind of a nice option for a younger audience. And it's just cheaper. I'm pretty sure some people will buy it. That are, you know, older than 7 years old. But it's meant for younger audiences. I don't see it as... I see it as a pretty good move by Nintendo. But it doesn't really bother me that much. As far as some people who think it just is the worst thing that ever happened. I don't really get it. But whatever. I was gonna touch on one other thing. Oh yeah, it launches on October 12th, which is the exact same day as Pokemon X and Y. So a good launch day. People are gonna pick up their Pokemon X and Y games, and they can get a 2DS. Children love Pokemon. I loved Pokemon when I was a kid. So if I could pick up a new, cheaper console and get a new Pokemon game, I would do that. But yeah, that's Nintendo's news. They kind of stole the headlines this week. Pretty much that's the only big news that happened this week. But I do have a few. Actually, I only have like 2 stories left. So let's just wrap it up, I guess. So, PlayStation Plus free games for September is Ico and Rayman Origins. Ico is from the creators of the Shadow of Colossus game. If you've not played that game, I guess I would recommend it. I have not played it either. So I guess I can't really recommend it, but I've played Shadow of the Colossus plenty of times. And that's a great game. I know Ico is kind of a different game. It's very quiet, and it's a platformer, sort of like that. If you've not played it, I would pick it up. It's for free, so play through it. It's probably a nice game. And Rayman Origins is a really good platformer. It's funny, Rayman Legends comes out that month, so I guess you could play Rayman Origins, see if you like it. And if you like it, pick up Legends. Or if you like Legends, you can go back and play Rayman Origins. I mean, that's a perfect month for it to come out, so I think, I don't know if that's it for the free games. I'm guessing PlayStation Plus has a few more, but those are kind of the big ones. And then Xbox Gold has their free games for this month, or September. They are Rainbow Six Vegas and Magic 2013. I don't know what it's called. Like, it has the Planewalker, something like that. It's a card game for Magic and the Gathering, I'm guessing. I won't be getting it, but I'll probably pick up Rainbow Six Vegas. That's a pretty cool game. I might own that game. Either I own Rainbow Six or Rainbow Six Vegas 2. But I don't know what happened to that game. It disappeared. Like, I had it like a year ago, and then now it disappeared somewhere. So I'll probably download that. I've downloaded 4 games that were free. Fable 3, Assassin's Creed 2, I didn't really download, but I just have in my stockpile. Dead Rising 2, and Crackdown. So, Rainbow Six Vegas, I think, is probably one of the better ones to come out. I actually have not played through that game, but I'll download it. It's for free, so. And the Magic game I probably won't download. But overall, I think the Xbox Gold kind of free games has been a little bit underwhelming. PlayStation Plus definitely gets the better games. Like Rayman Origins I'd take that over both Rainbow Six Vegas and Magic. And many other ones. And then Ico I would take over Dead Rising 2 and Crackdown. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably get better, maybe. I don't even know if they're doing this for the Xbox One, too. Or if it's just for the rest of the 360's life cycle. We'll see. But hopefully, I want them to, like, just do one kind of really big game. Be like, hey, you want Halo 4? Boom, it's free this month. I mean, that would send a message. They won't do it, but that would send a message. Well, yeah, I guess that's it for this week. Like, not that big of a week. This actually went on pretty long, 35 minutes. I must have talked about Nintendo for quite a while, I guess. I guess not too bad. Longer than I actually expected, so that's good. Next week, I don't know if it's going to be any different. I think PAX Prime is going on next week. So maybe we'll get some news out of that. The Tokyo Game Show may also be going on late next week. I know there's still a few more kind of game shows going on and all that. So we'll still probably get some little small news, but not much. Pretty much the biggest news that's left until the next gen, really, is when is the Xbox One going to release? What's the release date and all that? But yeah. I mean, besides, some games coming out, like GTA 5 and all that, there's not much news that should come out. We're all just waiting for next gen, so. Yeah, so next week, we'll see what happens. Luckily, this week, we had the Nintendo news. Otherwise, this would have lasted, like, 15 minutes. But hopefully, some big news happens. You never know. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been the Press Start podcast. And I will see you guys next week, where maybe some gaming news will happen. I hope. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next week. Oh yeah, and that opening credit, kind of my opening title screen thing, is coming very soon. I just need to get it started, really. I'm going to try to get it as soon as possible. I'm just really busy trying to keep up with recording and all of that. So I will get it eventually. Trust me. And you're going to like it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See ya next week.